Hi, I have one parcel from Amazon today. This one's got two different things in. There should be a pink ladies purse wallet thing and a kit for bleeding the brakes of a car, hydraulic brakes of a car. They're on separate orders, but Amazon in their normal efficient manner have put them together. So there is the purse and there is the brake bleeding kit. Here are the brake bleeding tools. They come in a nice plastic carry box, and you get a set of instructions that show you how to use them, and a little tool which has got a gauge on it to show you that I believe you can use this as a vacuum pump to help bleed your brakes. Find out how all these bits go together. Oh, that's right. This is a cap for the bleed jar. Look, so you put the cap on there, and as you apply pressure to your brakes, or you can just put a cap on it to just stop it from spilling. Here is the pump, and you can see the vacuum that I'm exerting by putting my finger over the top, and then when I take my finger off, it resets to zero. You've got some fittings here to enable you to fit various different bits together, and a couple of bits of tube. So I'm going to read the instructions and take some photographs. So here we have the tool prepared for use. Short piece of tube to the lid here, and there's a hole in the lid there which the vacuum pump sucks up through. Then there's a short piece of tube inside here, so that as fluid is sucked out of the bleed valve, the tube is underneath the waste fluid in the jar there, so you don't get air sucked back into the thing. And here is one of the brake nipple adapters. There are three different sizes, so you need to select the correct size for the one you want. You get an extra piece of long tube, so you can join together if you need to with the joiner. You get a T-piece here, so if you don't want to use this jar, you can just use an ordinary jam jar or something. And you've got a lid for closing the jar, as we mentioned earlier. This is a universal adapter cup. I'm not quite sure what that's for, but I'm guessing it's for some kinds of bleed nipples, which the other things won't fit at all. And these are tapered connectors for hose. So if you want to connect this thick hose to the sort of thinner aquarium hose that people often use, this will do the job for you if you need to set up a longer hose thing. And again, as we did before, when I just have my finger over the edge of the thing, you can pump, and you're creating a vacuum in here to suck the brake fluid in. Some hydraulic fittings require a vacuum in order to work and in order to release the fluid. Most brakes won't, but it won't do any harm to just sort of encourage it out a bit. And there we are. I think that's about it. I think it shows how it works. I don't actually need to bleed the brakes on my car at the moment, so I'm not actually going to do it. I think that's enough to show you how it all works. If you're familiar with bleeding brakes, this will be obvious to you. If you're not, please feel free to ask questions on the product page, and I will try and help. And if necessary, I can always make a short video of this connected to the brakes on a car, even if I'm not bleeding them, to just show you how it all goes together. The T-piece, of course, is if you need to connect two cylinders at once. You've got quite a lot of other little bits and pieces, quite a lot of other connectors to join pipes together and so on. So this really does enable you to conveniently get an airtight pipe to whichever cylinder you need to do. A really good, well thought out tool, only very slightly let down by the cheap plastic bleed reservoir.